Okay, so once everything is complete, once your profile is built, it's still not unpaused. You're still either taking pictures or you're done your pictures. What I want you to do is I want you to take screen captures of your profile and I want you to send it to your friends via text message or over email or what have you. And I want you to tell them to be honest. Is this a fun, flirty profile? Do these pictures actually look like me? What do you think of this? What should I do instead? Really listen and get honest opinions from them about how to perfect your profile. If you have a friend that is the opposite sex, the group of people that you're looking to date, I recommend sending it to them first, okay? So they're going to be very honest with you. They have the perception and their perspective of the group of people you're trying to attract. So they will tell you honestly what they think. And if they say the pictures don't look like you, or you need to put more effort in, or I don't like this for this, take that information and change it, okay? So we want your profile to be perfect. So once you've sent it to a couple of friends, you've gotten some feedback and you've changed some things and you've gotten some ideas, and your profile is fun and flirty and interesting and represents you, and your pictures are gorgeous, you have a showstopper, you have a couple full lengths, you have a couple of fun activity profile pictures, then you're able to launch your profile. And by launch, I mean unpause. But stop. You're going to unpause it, but we are changing a lot of our habits now moving forward. Go grab a pen and a paper if you don't have one already, because we are going to talk about your online dating profile system. Now, you remember how I talked about no binging and fasting online dating? This is really hard. So most people, when they finish their profile, they completely waste any effort they put into their profile by starting to swipe and swiping through every human in the first day or week. This is not cool. This is not normal for humans to see these many profiles and to be able to determine if someone's good or bad. We are turning this into a daily habit. I don't want you to get burnt out, because if you are swiping a ton, the matches don't come through the first, second, third day. They come through 3, 4, 5 days later, and before you know it, you have all of this whole inbox of these people that are quote unquote interested in you. You get overwhelmed, you get burnt out, and you stop swiping and you stop dating. We're taking it slow. You are only looking at 10 profiles a day. You're not swiping through everybody in the first week, period. You are only going to be looking at 10 profiles a day. This will turn your swiping into a daily habit. We all know to get results, consistency is key. Also, this is going to keep you from turning into an online dater. An online dater is that person that sees a profile and says, oh, he wears bow ties. Ew. Like, I would never date someone who wears a bow tie. Or you're like, oh, she has blonde hair. I'm really into brunettes right now. So I'm just going to swipe until I see brunettes, and then I'm going to look through their profile. Or, oh, he's got, a dog. I don't like guys who have dogs, because if they have dogs, they can't travel. How are we going to travel? Like, what? Or, what are some other ones that I've heard? Oh, she doesn't play golf. There's no pictures of her playing golf. I really want someone to play golf with because I'm playing golf all the time. Okay, cool. So this is really going to stop us from getting into that frame of mind, which we've all been in before. So only look at 10 profiles a day, only 10. Send 1 to 3 messages a day. So if you're on Hinge, you're sending an actual opening message. If you're on Bumble, you're swiping right, or you're sending a message as you're building momentum. Okay? Send a minimum of 1 opening message and a maximum of 3 opening messages per day. So if you open up your app one morning or one evening for the first time and you start swiping and your first 3 are really great and you message all of them or you swipe right on all 3, you stop looking at profiles. You've only looked at 3 profiles that day, okay? You're not going to continue on to all 10. You stop at 3. If you look at 7 and 3 of them are great and you message 3, then you stop at 7. If you swipe through all 10 and you're the type of person that will only say to 1, maybe like every 100 or 200, you're going to have to say yes to or message at least 1 person a day. Okay, so this is going to bring you out of this extremely online dating mindset or picky mindset and allow you to potentially meet somebody that you wouldn't normally meet, but is a great potential partner for you. Okay, so that is going to adjust both of these mindsets of I'm swiping on too many because I'm not picky at all, or I'm too picky and I don't swipe on any. You're going to swipe on at least one, or you're going to message a minimum or a maximum of 3. Okay? Creative and engaging when you're sending your first message. But if you're having an off day, a hi is better than nothing. So I like your opening message to be creative, engaging based on their profile, something like that. But if you're having an off day and you're not sure what to send somebody and it's really holding you up from continuing on with your daily habit, just send a hey, how are you? Don't do that a bunch, but if you just can't think of something, you're having an off day, that's better than not doing nothing. Done is better than perfect. Also, try to only be actively talking to 3 to 5 people on your profile at a time. If your minimum is 3, like if you only have capacity to talk to 3 people, great. Stop talking, stop swiping at 3. If you can talk to 5 people, great. Stop swiping at 5. Do not go over 5. Talking to more than that is just not natural. And we need to give these people the time that they deserve. Leaving people on red for very, very silly reasons is not cool. And we're just contributing to the negativity of online dating. Okay. So give these people the time and respect that they deserve. Once you're at 3 or 5, you're welcome to start swiping again once you've moved some people off the app. Ideally, it's when you go out on a date. Gentlemen, you want to be asking a woman on a date anywhere between 3 days of talking to 1.5 weeks, okay? Don't be talking to anybody for 1.5 weeks or more and not have gone on a date. That is not worth your time. They're probably playing around. There's, of course, extenuating circumstances like travel or quarantine or what have you. But if they aren't able to meet within a week and a half, they're probably going to be wasting your time and your energy is better spent elsewhere. So yeah, stop swiping, but once you've moved them off, whether it's going on a date or moving them over to your phone number and texting off app, then you can start swiping again, okay? Turn off all notifications to your phone. We are all busy professionals here, hopefully. So we don't have time to hear Bumble saying you got a new match, or Jonathan sent you a message, or Sally sent you a message throughout your workday. You are turning off all notifications of your app and you have no idea what's going on that app until you open it up. And that's going to the next one. You're only checking your app once a day for 20 to 40 minutes. It's going to start out at like about 20 minutes because all you're doing is looking at profiles and swiping. But as you gain momentum and as you're talking to more people, it might get up to 40 minutes because you're doing more talking while looking at profiles, while swiping, but also talking to people. If they want to be able to reach out to you throughout the day, like outside of this 20 to 40 minutes once a day, then they can ask you for your number or ask you out on a date, or you can ask them out on a date, okay? So if they're saying to you, you only check this once a day, you're so bad at texting, it's like, dude or lady, this is an online dating platform. I'm not on this all day, okay? If you want to hear from me more often, and that's all based on you determining if they've earned that or not, we don't want to allow just anybody into our life all day. This 20 to 40 minutes is literally to do like a little bit of a meditation before we go into the negative space of online dating. We can't allow just anybody into our life throughout the day. That's why we get so burnt out with online dating. It's because it's this constant negative, low quality people coming at us all the time. We need to filter that out, okay? So that's why we turn off the notifications. That's why we only check it once a day. If they're complaining that you're not messaging them nearly as quickly as they'd like to be, either let them go, because that is actually a sign of relatively low quality when people are like, you don't text very quickly. Well, I think once a day is pretty respectful in the online dating platform. Or if they're like, I would like to talk to you more, and they seem positive and they seem like they're adding value and they're interesting to talk to, then you can give them your number, or you can take their number, or you can ask them out on a date or go out on a date. Resist the urge to keep swiping and resist the urge to skip a day. Okay, so this is your new online dating habit. Don't overswipe. Don't skip a day. I want you to create daily habits, and this is going to take you into your new online dating mindset.